The brunt of the dry season is already being felt, which means increased water usage, with the sister island of Carriacou even more susceptible to the harsh conditions and water supply a challenge. Concerns are being raised about how residents are managing. Many residents relied on rainwater harvesting. However, with some roofs still damaged, proper catchment is difficult, further compounding the challenge. In 2016, the then New National Party administration handed over a saltwater reverse osmosis desalination plant and photovoltaic system, a project that was done in collaboration with the Government of Grenada, UK Aid, GCCA Intra-ACP Program, the Caribbean Community Climate Change Center, NAWASA, and Grenlec. Our news desk reached out to the National Water and Sewage Authority on the company's efforts to meet the needs of Carriacou residents. Todd Labari is NAWASA's acting manager for the Production and Quality Department.
Carriacou and Petit Martinique has a unique situation in that water health and sanitation and hygiene is linked to having rainwater stored and conveyed from their roofs to their cisterns. Now, what Beryl would have done would have been to disrupt that cycle. So Beryl happened on July 1st, and persons for that entire rainy season, the vast majority, were unable to store water in their cisterns. So as such, what has happened is that a project and a system that was intended to complement and be the first of future projects now has been thrust upon the responsibility for supplying water to the entire island. So there is a huge demand on the plant. And what has happened as a result is that we now have to run it at maximum and sometimes a little stretch beyond maximum capacity to meet all those demands.
Labari said this has put extra strain on their already limited resources, which now requires them to manage what they have for an extended period. The company has a number of projects in the pipeline, all geared towards addressing and eliminating water scarcity on the island.
Definitely we have to do upgrades, but as it relates to manpower, our surveillance has to be a lot more. We have to be monitoring for leaks a lot more. We have to be checking the tank levels. We have to be checking our intake systems a lot more. And as we run the plant way more than we usually do, it requires a lot of maintenance. Operating something at max capacity for these extended periods of time usually have certain effects on parts. Certain parts may get damaged and need to be replaced. It would require for us to do valve regulation because we have a system that was originally intended to be the first of a few, now having to do everything on its own. So the capacity of it is not able to meet the extended demand that we now face. That one has been thrust upon us due to the dire dry season we had last year, and also to the effects of Hurricane Beryl.
Minister for Carriacou and Petit Martinique Affairs, Devin Andrews, said they are happy to also partner with Windward Aid, which has launched an initiative to support recovery efforts on the island, especially with restoring the water supply.
In addition to that, we are grateful for partners like Windward Aid and other organizations who have stepped up to the plate, understanding the challenges that we've had way before the dry weather, in providing many hundreds of households, both in Carriacou and on Petit Martinique, with 500 gallons of water every week for the next couple months. In addition to that, all children in our schools, primary schools and secondary schools, receive 2 bottles of water each day. Of course, except on a Monday, on a Saturday and Sunday. So that is helping with some of the drinking water issue.
Chief Operations Officer at Windward Aid, Marvin Fraser, said access to clean water is essential for life and recovery. While the road to rebuilding is long, this initiative represents Windward Aid's ongoing dedication to ensuring that the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique can meet their basic needs as they work to restore their homes and livelihoods. In Grenada, the 2025 dry season, typically from December to March, is expected to be drier than usual, with higher temperatures and low humidity, potentially leading to increased water scarcity and bushfire risks. For 2025, there is a moderate chance of 68% probability for 3 to 6 7-day dry spells and 1 to 3 10-day dry spells. Cressida John, GBN News.